pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I'll make a motion. The Board of Commissioners approves the November 13th, 2025 regular meeting minutes.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Kelly Jo,
Yes.
step on up.
Come on, Kaylin, you come with me.
And your friend.
I brought a friend.
Ah.
And I'm
Morning,
gonna
Mark.
let this friend talk too today.
No.
Yeah.
Not too much, I hope.
No, not too much.
All right.
Keep it quick. So I do just have a few agenda items. The first I wanted to go over our September, October data report. As it relates to public assistance, on the first page, you'll note that the amount issued in food assistance is $224,000 as opposed to $2.7 million in September. That's not because our residents didn't get October benefits, the system isn't reporting accurately. And just as it relates to food assistance, I wanted to thank our wonderful community partners during the months of October and November for supporting residents that were facing food insecurity. As of last week, we started to have benefits reissued, and so that's been a wonderful thing. But I just wanted to acknowledge all the community partners. As it relates to the net non-emergency transportation program or portion of that, those are the trips net that are covered and funded through Medicaid past $3. We continue to have vast need for those transportation trips. On page 2, I will circle back to this when I talk a little bit more about the human services levy that I'm going to represent, but I just wanted to draw your attention to the amount of workforce trips and also the amount of trips that we're completing for Child Protective Services. Those 153 trips are typically, they're commingled between our contract providers, but also our in-house JFS drivers, and those are not pass-through funds. So typically Job and Family Services agencies do not have their own in-house transit, but because of the needs in Portage, we started this many years ago. And I just frame the concept because we'd like to be able to continue to have that despite our future funding challenges. And so I'll speak a little bit more to it when I get to the Human Services Levy. As it relates to Ohio Means Jobs on page 3, Commissioner Bennett, you had asked last time about our unemployment rate, and it's solidly at 5%.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to verify that's where we sit.
Didn't change.
Yeah. But we're still providing direct services. We're still seeing, customers, a couple hundred customers per month coming into our center for supports. The Connections program is the program that we do. We complete referrals from our child support division over to Ohio Means Jobs. That's also going to be linked to the new fatherhood grant that you all gave me permission to apply for. It's actually due today, so I have to. So I just wanted to reference that. We hope to see increased numbers and supports for that program. And then the just continuation to page 4. Page 4, we are serving 214 14 to 24-year-olds in our CCMEP program, so that continues to be a viable program. Last time I was here, I told you that our prevention, retention, and contingency data was not accurate, and so we recalibrated it to capture services as opposed to applications, because you can have an individual apply for emergency assistance in one application but receive 4 kinds of services: help with their utility, help with housing. So we thought it better to try, and we were commingling data a little bit. We're just going to capture the actual services that we're providing. So if you see in October, there were 111 services requested of us under the emergency assistance program. 7 approved, 51 still in pending status, and then we ended up having to deny 53, and that's typically because people are over income and those types of things. So while that's sad, we still have to follow the TANF guidelines for that program. Benefit Bridge continues to flourish, and I have a story, but I did want to draw your attention to, we have 17 individuals on that caseload. Our funding has reduced from the state for the individuals without minor children. And so we're not able to serve as much. That too, I want to tie to the Human Services grant because of the need to continue that program for people without children. So I just wanted to reference that. And then you'll have a newsletter come to your attention this month, and on it, you'll see this, it's just features a young lady who is a recipient of the Benefit Bridge program. She also has volunteered, and we've recorded her so we can post her story throughout our buildings and on our social. She's promoting the program and the difference it made in her life. So I'll just read a paragraph about her. She is a proud graduate of both our manufacturing internship program and the Benefit Bridge program. The programs have empowered her to become self-sufficient. She's increased her income by actively seeking higher paid employment. She's now secured her own living space and continues to pursue her goals. And again, her story just highlights everything that we've done with her as a community to support her. So I just wanted to share that.
That's very nice.
Yep. Then I'll speak to Kaylin's division, Child and Adult Protective Services. As of the end of October, we had 79 kiddos in custody, and so we're not seeing a spike, although the concerns continue to be there, but we're working with kids and families in a very diligent, committed way. Our Adult Protective Services cases stay within the 60 range, and so we're working to be able to address those and possibly close some of those cases, ensuring though the right supports are there. So again, in line with the Human Services levy that I want to reintroduce, we're seeing an increased need for our senior citizens. Other than that, child support continues to be stable, issuing about $1.5 million in child support benefits every month, and our workforce is pretty stable as well. So that concludes the data report, unless you have questions.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Kaylin's here today to talk to you about a PAC program. The Public Children's Services Association has made it a voluntary availability to counties, and we put our hat in the ring and said we want to be a part. So she's just going to give you a high-level overview.
Yeah, so I'm here to talk about PACT. PACT is a program of the Public Children's Services Association of Ohio, and it stands for Practice and Action Together. So PACT is a shared practice model which focuses on how to strengthen relationships between families and caseworkers, create or achieve equity between the two, and also elevate healing while still meeting our state and our federal mandates. So PACT was actually created for and by members of the Public Children's Service agencies, so caseworkers, supervisors, agency leaders, families, former foster youth, and experts within the field. So PACT focuses on these 4 values that are listed on the one-sheeter on the front page, and this is the foundational values of the program. So on the right-hand side over here, there's a list of PACT behaviors, and these behaviors reflect these values in action. So with intentional practice of the behaviors, families and caseworkers can create a space where they can achieve the positive outcomes listed below. And so they really kind of found that caseworkers and families want the exact same thing. They want mutual honesty, they want shared dignity, they want transparency. So PACT initially was implemented in January of 2024 in 8 counties across the state of Ohio. In September of this year, they announced that they would expand this program across the state. So with Director Jeffrey's support, we applied to become a part of this program, and on October 24th, we learned that we were accepted as one of the new counties in Cohort 2. So we're really excited about this because we know that relationships are one of the leading indicators of positive outcomes in children and families, and that's exactly what we're here to do. So that's
Nice.
PACT. More to come.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, look forward to hearing about it.
Yeah, thank you. We're very excited.
The next item is just FYI, as you might see it come through. When there were shifts in juvenile court, a lot more emphasis on trying to increase visitation time for kids and families. And at the time, Family Community Services, now Access Family Services, was not able to accommodate the increased visits. Hence, to try to support juvenile court's new initiatives, we leased an additional space beside our Ohio Means Jobs Center. We worked with our union to create an in-house position of a young lady that was supervising visits in tandem with Family and Community Services. With Family and Community Services merge with not just Access, but now also Children's Advantage, they have communicated to us that they can take on the capacity that they couldn't take initially. So I sent notification to our landlord at Ohio Means Jobs and said we would not need that additional space after June 30th of this year. Yeah, so we're gonna give that up, and then our visits have already shifted over to the Children's Advantage site off of Main, and so I just wanted you to know that before as you saw the lease change coming through. Good?
Good.
And then the last item is the same resolution that I provided to you months ago, and I chose to kind of stall on it to recalibrate a bit. Originally, I presented the Human Services Resolution of Necessity as a 0.5 levy, and I've changed that to a 0.4. I did confer with the auditor's office that if this were to be passed in May, or any time, at the current 2024 valuations, it would generate a little over $2 million. And just from a historic perspective, while we have to call this a new levy, this absolutely would replace a levy that's already in existence as a 0.4 child welfare levy. We really feel the shift in pendulum, not just with children, but also seniors as well. So by reframing this human services levy, we're also wanting to address the needs of our seniors, which I presented that past data, and I am going to present a support services plan to you if you pass today at the next level of the resolution, so you have something tangible. But in addition to what we're seeing in the needs for our senior citizens, we're also seeing transportation insecurity. With the SNAP issue, we saw significant food insecurity. So those are some of the things that and then in the benefit bridge space, we're gonna lose funding and possibly supports for individuals without kids. I'd like to commingle these things in the human services levy in a plan that we would move forward. Director of Guardianship Board, Diana Clark, is here, and she is a part of our very vibrant, active Portage 50 Plus committee. And we actually have a meeting next week that all the community partners that are working and advocating on behalf of seniors are going to have some detailed input into the plan that I hope to present to you in the coming week. So I pause if you have questions of me or if you have questions of Diana.
Yeah, I do have some questions.
I move this pumpkin so I can see your face.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to.
Okay.
You're still
It's-
seeing pumpkins.
Yeah, it's
I'm short and I can't sit up. So.
why does everybody have to laugh?
Yeah.
Here's my concern, and it is a concern.
Okay.
That we just hammered our seniors with a tax levy that we have to this day are still hearing about it, and I agree with them. It was. I don't want to use the term blindsided, but I think a lot of people were. And we're gonna put on a 0.40 tax levy
Mm-hmm.
that's supposed to help our seniors that already need help, and they're paying for it as well. I mean, this is a struggle for me. I spent a couple days when I saw this, just doing a little research, and I'm a little, not scared, because I don't get scared, but I'm a little frightened on the impact that it's going to have on the people that it's supposed to help.
Yeah.
Now, that's my take of it.
And if I can speak to it from the benefits to seniors, what I envision the benefit would be, I go back to the period when all counties had the one-time ARPA dollars, and Portage County received $500,000 one time. And we took the lead in making those funds available. and the magnitude of what the seniors were dealing with in a crisis situation was pretty eye-opening for us. They were applying for help with their delinquent taxes, repairs to their homes, food insecurity, medication needs. I mean, you name it, we were inundated with applications. So that was a very humbling experience, that just there not being any supports didn't mean that there wasn't needs. Unfortunately, that was a one-time fund. We see the increase in adult protective services. We see the vast increase to the guardianship services board. I go on record to say I've reduced my support financially to the guardianship board and also to the Portage County Senior Center, not pulled my direct funding, but eventually the JFS funding stream is gonna dry up. We don't have those dollars. So we hear from the senior centers at this Portage 50 Plus, and Diane, I'll defer to you for a few minutes too to talk about what the other partners are saying, not just for me. But we hear from seniors that they're homebound, and because they don't have access to transportation, they'd like to go to senior services and health and wellness things, but they don't have transit to get there. The NET program is only if you're medically fragile, so we don't have funds and access to put them on those routes. And so more than anything, while it would be a cost to seniors and the entire tax group, it would be a benefit. And I'm not diminishing it. It replaces a tax that our residents are already paying. It's just called a child welfare tax. And now I know the valuations of the house will generate a little bit more money, but the tax that they're already paying is a 0.5, this being a 0.4, the valuations still generate a little bit, but it really was developed for primarily the purpose of helping seniors. Can I pivot to you a little bit?
Sure.
Let me
Okay.
intervene here
Okay.
for a second. Over the course of the last couple of weeks, I've been out in the townships.
Yeah.
And I stopped at a house the other night. A lady, I kind of take her as an aunt. She went to school with my mother and been around all my life.
Yeah.
So she's always a good one to stop and say, how are things going for you? So I knocked on the door and she opened the door. Let me tell you what she said to me. I don't know if I want to talk to you.
Oh, because of our taxes.
She said, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I sat down, we talked for about an hour, and she did give me a cup of coffee. But we talked for a little bit, and, you know, I get it. I really get it. She's working out some things, and she's going to be okay. But she called over a couple of friends, and we all sat at the kitchen table and just had a good evening. But that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the people out in the townships. And I'm listening to what we're saying. And Mike gets it as a county commissioner. I get what you're saying. I really do. But the other side of me is like, how do we do it? And then if we move along, and let's just be realistic. If we move along and we lose our tax on property that supports the county, and I've told the commissioners here and I've told our county administrator, I'm not Chicken Little. I don't run around and say the sky's falling. I'm looking to help. I know Sabrina's researched like crazy. I know Jill has been calculator and pen or pencil. But I have to look at this big picture, and sometimes we don't make the right decisions, and sometimes we don't make everyone happy. And I'm not saying I'm totally against this, please understand. But when the getting gets going, I can't talk out of both sides of my mouth. I have to be true to the residents of this county. And I'm gonna leave it there right now. And let's go ahead and fill in the blanks, and if I need to discuss more with you, I will. Does anybody want to add to what we're discussing?
No, but like I said, it's a double-edged sword, you know. The very people that we're claiming, you know, by doubling homestead and stuff, it was gonna take away from the very people, because you're assuming that that every senior's on homestead, and
Right.
they're not.
Right.
You assume that every senior owns a house.
You don't.
And so, you know, and then they're saying, well, just increase your sales tax, where again, who's that gonna hurt the most? The seniors that struggle to begin with. So, I mean, I think we all take this very seriously,
Yeah.
but I have to tell you, I am shocked as all get out of the levies that just passed.
Yes.
Yeah, me as
Yes.
well.
I mean, I'm like.
All the
we're
children's
here-
service levies passed.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
because you know
Ohio.
what, but I'm like, wait a minute, you know, and then I get concerned going forward that something's gonna have to give, and if the tax, abolishment goes through and is successful, and you know, at this point, I have no reason to believe that it won't, I know they have enough signatures and then some, you know, where's that leave us all? You know, and everyone's looking to us to make that up, and we've got the biggest lion's share and the biggest budget of anyone in the county. There's not gonna be any extras to fund other political subdivisions.
Right.
We've got a big stake ourselves, and so that's my concern as well. You know, it's sort of like, oh, well, we're gonna relieve these, you know, disabled people, the senior citizens, and, you know, people that apply for certain subsidies, but then you're gonna have to make that money up somewhere. Well, not necessarily all of it, because we have been scaling, I know Jill has, and I talk to Jackie all the time. We have to be the example, and we're looking where we can scale back our budget, you know, because we've got a stake in it too. We're not just saying, well, we have to have this. We're seriously taking a look at what we can do to contribute to, and we understand that people are hurting, and so.
And that is why, if this passes, at the next one, relevant to put on the ballot, I will provide you with a tangible plan on the services that would be available and the guidelines to them. But I too just wanted to make it known that
Yeah.
JFS will have to continue to roll back services in certain spaces, because we're already seeing cuts.
Yeah.
So we're really trying to offset the impact to the most vulnerable by being proactive.
Yeah.
And we want to take it to the people and have them question and answer us. I mean, that's the committee that really wants to be able to sell what we want to do and give them tangibles, and not a concept like pay taxes and we want your money. This is what we will provide in the support, so.
Yeah, because there's just so much uncertainty right now.
Yeah.
And maybe if you could speak to, because what are you asking for us to pass a resolution for the necessity? So
Yes.
if you could speak to, you know, what's the next steps, and, you know, when would this go on the ballot?
Yeah.
Just to give us some timeframe.
It's actually all in the resolution, so.
But the next one would be, if you pass today the resolution of necessity, the next one is the resolution to move forward and put it on the ballot. I would like to come before you before the holiday, which was be in a couple weeks, with the packet and that resolution. It would then go on the May ballot.
May ballot, right.
We would
Yeah,
have
just
two
to let
opportunities,
everyone know.
May and November, but we have if this passes, we have a committee chair and a beautiful team in the community partners that want to really lay hands on this and be able to build what we need to get out to the community and talk to the residents about, you know, this new initiative.
And just to clarify, this really, in the old day, before replacement levies went away, this would have been a
Correct.
replacement levy. But because January 1st, you're no longer, you have to show it as a new additional tax.
And Chris is here, very timely, but absolutely it was the wording that had to happen.
And so people are paying towards this tax now.
Correct.
But you're looking to basically renew it or replace it with less of a
Millage.
levy. Yeah.
And a broader
But-
scope of reaching seniors, not just children at this point.
Yeah, I
But
don't,
again, it's gonna be based on the new value,
Valuation.
so really, it is somewhat of an increase, Do you know how much the current levy currently generates?
It's a little over $2 million. It would be parallel. The 0.5 is around 2 million, and this 0.4 with the new valuations would be 2 million. So it's equal to the money that's already there, even despite the valuation, the millage going down from 0.5 to 0.4. Yeah.
And I want you to understand, I'm not downplaying.
No, I understand.
The concern and
Yeah.
the need. I am not. But I'm also looking at past and future.
Yes.
You know, the commissioner signed off on a 0.25 sales tax.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's gone, and how do you ever bring that back? Portage County at 7% is probably the lowest around this whole area.
No, I understand.
How would you ever bring that back? Why give it up? And it was given up. The farm was given up, and now I'm not saying that's the cause of all this.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is we up here have to sit and think down the road, and we have all been thinking down the road as to what's going on and how it's happening. And I'm not totally opposed to what you're saying. I really am not, because I know the need is there and I get it, but I'm also listening to constituents in our county saying,
We're
what?
taxed out.
Yeah, they're looking at me going, what? And then Commissioner Bennett made a very good point. You look at all the levies that were on and the way they passed, I went, what?
Yeah, it's amazing.
What's the thought process here? So I get it. I really do get it. Barb, you had a question?
Well, more of a comment, and I will try to make it extremely short. When they raised the tax rates, and they raised mine at a ridiculously high rate, but I was able to, as a single senior, I was in a unique position that I was able to make a good appeal to get it back down to where it should be. A lot of seniors that you serve are not in that position. People who don't have transportation, people who don't know what to make an appeal of the increases that happened last year. And I think that that's something significant to consider, and I think also you really have to educate the heck out, if you put it on, you really have to educate the heck out of people. There's going to actually be a replacement.
We can't use replacement anymore.
No.
I know you can't, I know,
Yeah.
I know that too, but a lot of people do not.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
A lot
all
of people are not as
assume,
well informed
yeah.
as I am.
You know what, Diane wanted to make a comment.
Yes.
Ms. Clark?
Well, I think Commissioner Bennett did make an important point, and that is if people understand it's not placing an additional tax burden,
Yeah.
but it's substituting the one that's already in place. I know that would sway me at the voting box, but I think it's important too to stress that this is a safety net. This isn't something that's gonna give money for new bennies, new freebies to people. This serves as a safety net so that people's lives aren't adversely impacted. For the seniors, you know, we get referrals from Adult Protective Services, and these people are living in homes and in situations where their lives are in danger. And there's an offset to that, because if you don't have people coming to provide aid, like our agency or JFS, then you have repeated calls to the fire department, repeated calls to AMS, repeated hospitalizations, law enforcement involvement, and these are all costs on the county and community as well. And so by providing these funds that serve as a safety net, you help to protect people so that it doesn't become more extreme and cost more in other areas. And I think that that's important to emphasize as well.
Thank you. What else do you have?
That concludes it. I would like for you to consider passing my resolution of necessity in preparation for me bringing back a more detailed packet in a couple weeks.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. Thank
Does it get read today?
you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay.
All right. I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners authorizes a resolution of necessity for placing a new additional tax levy for the benefit of Portage County, including the Portage County Jobs and Family Services for the purpose of public assistance, human or social services, including children's services and adult services, and relief pursuant to 5705.191 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
and Mike.
At this time, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, commissioners, all of you. And I promise you, I will bring a lot more detail back to the next meeting. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All
You
right.
too.
Ms. Clark, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much, Commissioners.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, good to see you again. Happy Thanksgiving.
You as well.
Yes.
Morning, Jackie.
I don't have anything really out of the ordinary or any comments on the agenda today unless the board has any questions about it.
Yeah, I got a question. What are we doing with these vehicles again?
So this apparently, one of the vehicles that was listed was sold before they actually made the
Well, that's what I
purchase.
figured, but
It's the same dealer, just a very similar vehicle that's replacing one
just
of
a
the other
VIN
ones.
change.
It's just a
Yeah.
change in the VIN,
Alright.
the specific car, yeah.
Same as that purchase amount.
Right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Okay. Okay, in accordance with section 305.30K of the Ohio Revised Code and this board's resolutions 21-0396 and this board's resolution 21-0878, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator's approval to. I'll make a motion to direct the auditor's office to pay process the November 13th, 2025 bills, ACH payments, wires, journal vouchers, and then and nows as applicable, contingent upon the verification of the reports as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to process the November 13th, 2025 budget amendments as reviewed and recommended by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to cash advance repayment from Fund 1480 Violence Against Women Act to Fund 0001 General Fund.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Make a motion to transfer from Fund 0001 General Fund to Fund 1480 Violence Against Women Act.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to transfer from Fund 0001 General Fund to Fund 4002 Multipurpose CBU, ACQ, and Rehab.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to transfer from Fund 1413 WIA funds to Fund 1410 Public Assistance Fund.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion to amend Resolution 25-0605 adopted November 6, 2025, declaring the necessity to purchase one vehicle, a 2025 Chevy Blazer LTW2LT four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, VIN ending in 1590, to purchase the alternate 2025 Chevy Blazer LTW2LT four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, VIN ending in 4582 for the use of the Portage County Water Resources Department.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alright.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie.
Miss Shannon,
Hi.
come on over.
Well, I have one resolution, and I said I didn't have a project update, but I have one that I just found out about, but I don't
So-
have a paper, so I lied.
You lied to us.
I did.
I'm used to it here.
I know you are, yes.
Yeah.
I found out yesterday that on the first floor of this building, there is a pipe right outside of where Congressman Joyce rents from us. It's about a 2.5 to 3 inch pipe. It's about 8 to 10 foot section that our fine maintenance people have put a nice temporary patch on, but it needs to be replaced before we spring a nice leak. So I have to do an abatement first before they can do it. I have to do an asbestos abatement first because it's double sealing. So I'm gonna get a cost, I have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts
Yeah.
about it. So I'm gonna finagle some funding and I'm gonna have to do some BUAs, but I gotta move money around somewhere. I'll work with Jackie to figure out my budget to move it, but I've gotta do it. So Klein and Cavalli will have to end up coming here to do it, but they can't get in the ceiling to look at it until I abate it. They can just kind of peek up in there where there's a little hole,
What's the length of it? Needs-
about 8 to 10 feet.
Okay.
So far as what they can see, but they can't really get up in there.
Right.
Mark got up in there because he's kind of smaller, so he could kind of see up in there to get the clamp in there.
Okay.
So, and that's, a lot of that, our first floor looks like that from what we can see.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's
Thanks.
old piping.
Yeah, so you're saying it could be more eventually.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, we've had about 3 or 4 since I've been here on that first floor, just spring leaks.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I know. Just some nice news for you.
Oh, so Rain Cloud, is there anything?
Yeah.
No, it's all right for now.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Gosh.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners authorizes Portage County Water Resources to begin contract negotiations with selected advanced metering infrastructure firm.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
See, that was easy.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Mr. Prosecutor, step on up,
All right.
please.
In accordance with Ohio Revised Code 12122 G3, the Board of Commissioners moves into executive session to conference with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of pending or imminent court action.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Ma'am, could you step out for us during our executive session? We shouldn't be too long. And then you're more than welcome to come back. Thank you.
make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes, no action.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Good weekend. Thanks.
You
Did
too.
you walk down?
No, I drove today.
Oh,
I'll see it.
all right.
Thanks.
All right, ready to do miscellaneous?
Please.
Okay, I'll make a motion the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the November 17th, 2025 certificate of the county auditor that the total appropriations from each fund do not exceed the amended official estimate of resources as presented by the Portage County Auditor's Office.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
In accordance with Ohio Revised Code, Section 325.07, the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the monthly record of proceedings and transactions for October 2025 as presented by the Portage County Sheriff's Office. Additional supporting documentation available upon request.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
In accordance with ORC Section 325.07, the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the Portage County Sheriff's Transporting Report for October 2025 as presented by the Portage County Sheriff's Office. Additional supporting documentation available upon request.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the kennel disposition report and intake report for November 10th, 2025 through November 16th, 2025 as presented by the Chief Dog Warden, David McIntyre.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion the Board of Commissioners approves distribution of monies accumulated in marriage licenses, divorce fees, special fund for the year 2026 to shelter for victims of domestic violence.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. All right. Madam Administrator, do you have anything else to bring before the board?
Nope.
Our clerk Cassidy, do you have anything?
No, sir.
And our guest, Olivia, do you have anything? All right. Commissioner Crawford,
I do have at this time, thank you.
Commissioner Bennett.
Other than remind everyone that we'll be in session next Tuesday because of the Thanksgiving holiday.
All right, nothing else to come before the board at this time. We'll recess until 11.
Happy Thanksgiving to all.
Yes,
To you as
too,
well, Barb.
Barb.
To you as well. Okay, welcome back from recess. Anything else come for the board? Madam Administrator,
No, Mr. President.
Commissioner Bennett,
Nope.
Commissioner Crawford,
No, sir.
and the two clerks.
Clerk
We
one,
have
clerk
nothing.
two.
All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Jill,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Thank you.